Coming up on 18 News at noon today, New York's redistricting maps go before a special master right over in Steuben County. What we can expect from today's hearing, coming up.
Access to reliable, high-speed internet is essential to nearly every aspect of modern life.
And New York lawmakers are continuing to push to close the digital divide. Why Senator Gillibrand says affordable internet is a necessity, not a luxury. Plus, an exciting event is making its way back to the city of Elmira after a 2-year hiatus. What you can expect at the Elmira Elks Lodge's annual college fair coming up. 18 News at noon starts right now.
Live from your local news leader, this is 18 News at noon.
Good afternoon, Twin Tiers. I'm Brian Felsenthal. Thank you for joining us for 18 News at noon. Hearings will begin today on some of the redistricting maps submitted by outside groups, and those hearings are taking place right over in Bath. Different groups were able to submit their ideas on what the new districts should look like by this past Wednesday, and the special master at the Steuben County Supreme Court, Jonathan Servas, will hold hearings today to go over those proposals and ultimately create the new maps, which are due by May 20th. For the most part, primaries are paid for by county taxpayers. Without the new maps, it's unclear how much additional money this could cost counties.
My taxpayers upstate or downstate or across the state of New York, shouldn't pay for a second election that was caused by the majority in this House and the majority in the Assembly. The state of New York should cover it. That's why I put forth the Gerrymandering Failure Assistance Act.
Senator Tedesco says in total, the new primary could possibly cost around $35 to $40 million. He's hoping that his legislation gets passed before the legislature adjourns in June. Again, the new rounds of maps should be coming out within the next couple of weeks. A judge ordering them to be done by May 20th, just 2 weeks away. The first New York state primary is scheduled for June 28th for statewide election. Like the assembly and local races, the deadline to register to vote in these primaries will be June 3rd. And because of the redistricting delay, the primaries for Congress and the state Senate will be moved to August 23rd. Of course, 18 News will be following today's hearings, and we'll bring you the latest updates on air and online at mytwintiers.com, where they're available. A child care center in Dundee that has been around for over 40 years is set to close. The Dundee Children's Center is the only before and after care program in the area. Now, parents are speaking out in hopes to save the center. Our 18 News reporter Ria Jha has those details.
40 years ago, lifelong Dundee resident Jamie Shoemaker attended the Dundee Children's Center when she was little, and now sending her kids there may not be an option anymore.
It's the only center in our community.
New data shows hospitalizations and deaths are on track to rise for the first time in months. Across the United States, the CDC reports some 9.5 million Americans now have received their second coronavirus booster shot. COVID hospitalizations and deaths are also projected to grow. Doctors urging Americans get vaccines and boosters as ER visits climb 44% over the last 2 weeks. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration says it is putting strict limits on the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine. The organization says that emergency use authorization of the COVID-19 vaccine is suggested only to people 18 and older who cannot receive a different vaccine or if they request the J&J. The FDA said that in a statement, changes being made due to the risk of a rare and dangerous clotting condition after receiving the vaccine. The FDA is set to meet to discuss a vaccine for younger children. Currently, no vaccine is available for kids under 5. But now, the FDA announcing a new meeting to review the results of the Moderna and Pfizer vaccines for the youngest kids. Both companies filed for authorization. Moderna also asking its vaccine to be allowed for kids ages 5 to 11. That meeting set for June 8th. The FDA could choose to give the green light at that time, giving parents a chance to vaccinate their kids in time for summer. Intelligence shared by the U.S. helped Ukraine sink a Russian warship. U.S. officials told NBC News, confirming an American role in perhaps the biggest blow to Vladimir Putin's troubled invasion of Ukraine. American officials said that there were significant Russian casualties, but they don't know how many. The attack happened after Ukrainian forces asked Americans about a ship sailing in the Black Sea, and the U.S. was able to identify it as the Moskva cruiser. This comes as heavy clashes continue at the Mariupol steel plant in Ukraine. Civilians are among those who have been trapped there for weeks. Meanwhile, we're learning more about the role the U.S. is playing in helping Ukraine. NBC's Bree Jackson in Washington with the latest.
Dramatic video from the Ukrainian National Guard shows destruction at the Mariupol steel plant. A Ukrainian commander says blood.
Still to come on 18 News at noon. New York lawmakers are continuing to push to close the digital gap seen across the country. Details on the push to get affordable broadband to New Yorkers coming up.
And taking a look outside at Elmira right now, seeing gloomy and dreary conditions. Temperatures currently in the mid-50s. All of your full forecast coming up.
You're watching 18 News at noon.